The sun had just begun its descent over the Atlanta skyline, when the silence of the private terminal was broken. A sleek jet, engine humming softly, touched down on the warm tarmac. Its doors remained closed, the engines idling like a beast waiting to exhale. Then, in a moment that would ripple through the world of football, Victor Osimhen stepped out. No fanfare, no flashing lights, just the calm, composed arrival of a man on the brink of something massive. Dressed in a crisp black suit, his signature blonde hair catching the dying light, Osimhen moved with quiet purpose. His steps were calculated, his face unreadable. But this wasn't just a man arriving in the United States. This was, allegedly, the beginning of a blockbuster move to Chelsea Football Club. The whispers had been building for weeks. Sources claimed negotiations were far advanced. Some said the deal was nearly done. Others insisted it was all smoke. But this landing in Atlanta changed everything. It wasn't London, it wasn't Naples, it was neutral ground. Discreet, quiet, ideal for finalizing the sort of deal that could send shockwaves through European football. Parked discreetly near the hangar was a dark SUV. Inside it, reportedly, Chelsea representatives, staff sent not for press but for purpose. The sort of figures who handled logistics, not headlines. Medical teams, legal advisors, and maybe even the final paper pushers of a €100 million move. Victor didn't wave. He didn't look at cameras. He simply walked, with the same fearlessness he carries on the pitch, straight toward his future. Behind the jet, the Atlanta skyline stood tall, its presence a reminder that this move wasn't just football. It was global. Chelsea were preparing for something bigger than just the Premier League. A project was in motion, young, ambitious, expensive, and Osimhen, allegedly, was to be its spearhead. Meanwhile, back in London, Stamford Bridge braced itself. Fans refreshed timelines, hunted for clues, tracked jets, and magnified airport footage frame by frame. Was it real? Was it happening? Was this finally the striker who could fill the legendary boots of Drogba, Costa, and the long-lost firepower Chelsea had craved? In Naples, hearts sank. Victor had become a hero there, a champion, a warrior, but every warrior seeks a new battlefield. And Chelsea, in transition, in hunger, needed one more than ever. As the SUV pulled away from the runway and melted into Atlanta's streets, the football world stood still, just for a second, because though nothing had been confirmed officially, though no club statements had yet been released, one thing was certain: Victor Osimhen had landed. And if the rumors were true, his next destination was not just a club, it was a calling. Chelsea Football Club. And the storm was only just beginning.